Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
2nd down following the run. They go back to Riddick. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
3rd down and 1. Now Riddick, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Down, Stafford here. This is Riddick on the screen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the 50, Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, let's discuss Detroit as they take the field on offense. Last year, crazy season in the Motor City. Fourth quarter comebacks, 8 of them. They started 1-3, then won 8 of 9 before going 0-4 to finish the year at 9-7. Ultimately, another season without a playoff victory.
In the midst of that 8 of 9 win string, they had 3 straight home games that all came down to the final series, and they won them all. I thought that was the key to their season. Look, we know they can score on offense. Matthew Stafford and his receivers, they can just absolutely light it up. But Detroit invested on defense in the draft. 3 of their first 4 picks, all defensive players. 2 linebackers and a secondary player. I think the key guy out of that might be Teez Tabor, the cornerback they took out of Florida. They've got to slow down some of those high flyers in the NFC North.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw again. Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the interception, here's Palmer. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On the ground, it's Riddick. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now Stafford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Out of the gun, Palmer. It's caught. Nelson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. To here, Whitehead. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And the pressure gets to him again. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. From the gun, Palmer. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
So after the made field goal, they bring out the punter's chum to send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Barnage. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. In his fifth year from Appalachian State, it's Sam Martin on to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. On the return is Peterson. Nice move at the 40. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard. return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Palmer. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Palmer. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And Carson Palmer's going to turn 38 in December. Actually contemplated not coming back in 2017. I wonder how disappointed he was in the 2016 season.
Well, do you think that that's a reason that he's back?
I think that maybe he feels like there's one more good run in this Arizona Cardinals team, and he wants to be the QB for it.
First NFL carry for the rookie Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, Palmer. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And the lead will grow by one more. Set to go now as the punter Jake Shum will do the honors. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here come the Lions now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. He's going to sling this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Jabril Peppers, the rookie from Michigan. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10 now. It's Palmer. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort. There, making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals add on. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
On the ground, McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter if we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and, boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. On second down, McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's the punter Shum to send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. So out now come the Lions. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it is incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think just they were
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that... He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Here we go. 319.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ian Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
On first down, it's Palmer. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Dayon Buchanan. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Palmer gets him set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Operating from the gun. Palmer into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Out to the flat for Reddick. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, lo and behold, someone tried to throw the ball on Revis Island. Now we know why you don't attempt to do that.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Johnson. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. From his own goal line, Stafford. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 17 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Gary Barnidge, a Pro Bowler at the age of 30. What do you have, a 1,000-yard season that year, 2014?
Yep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Palmer gives to Johnson. Shifts free at the 15. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Stafford. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
Big 20, big 20. Attack 50 left.
Here's Stafford. This is screen to Abdullah. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Again, it's Stafford. And Tate's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here we go on 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And Abdullah lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd down now after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
And that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. But I do admire that he went for it.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. In the red zone this time. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati, and it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. Andy Dalton, nearly 300 passing yards to lead his crew. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? and the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Cardinals, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.